for a second forgot that the game was actually in Philadelphia. So those are Eagles fans taunting their own coach, and that's totally on Philly, right? That's a Philly fan.
When we played there, I'm telling you, Jay, I'd never seen anything like it. After the first quarter, they had turned all their anger towards us in Seattle and were just killing their own team.
Yeah,
this is wild.
Yeah, they're intense. So I feel bad for Kevin Stefanski because, you saw how he answered that question. He's like, boom, we're going right back to Deshaun Watson. But if you're a player on that team and you're going back to Deshaun Watson, what are you thinking? Yeah.
You're disgusted from a variety of standpoints. But, Jay, let's first start. If you're a player on this team, and let's say you're not one of the stars, let's say you're a second, third string guy, you've sat here probably for most of your life as an underdog, worked your tail off to get to this moment and prove everybody that you should be in the NFL. And when you have a quarterback that is on your team executing like this, he is ruining your career because the stars can't even touch the ball, let alone anyone else. Mm-hmm. And now let's go to the stars. Jerry Jeudy, this was supposed to be, a second lease on his NFL career. And it's not him, he can't get the ball. Amari Cooper is still a premier talent at wide receiver. It's not his fault. I mean, these plays are terrible.
Yeah.
And what's tough about it from, a leadership, from a player standpoint, is imagine being in that locker room. And this is how it goes. You sit there, you listen to your coach. You know what coaches love doing? They love cliches. They love rah-rah quotes, speeches. How can you take this man serious when he asks you to bear down, put it on the line out there, when he doesn't even have the spine to go in here and bench the quarterback, especially when you have Jameis Winston, who has won ball games in this league, sitting there waiting to go? You can't. Everything that comes out of Stefanski's mouth, if you're a player on that team, you don't listen to because he's not living it.
And yet you don't know if he's even calling the shots in
Which is fair,
right?
Which is
fair.
That's
the problem. That's why I feel bad for Stefanski. As for the Eagles, they come off a bye week. They're playing Cleveland. You're like, they're at home, as we've established. And you're thinking, okay, this is going to be a dominant performance. And they beat this pretty bad team by just 4 points. And Sirianni's trash-talking his own fans. Like, what are your thoughts on this whole mess?
I think it's a circus.
Yeah.
You said it. First off, the Eagles should be a team when they view themselves as a contender. I don't view them like that anymore at all. But you sit here and you act like you've been there, one.
Right.
Two, the fact that you're a head coach and the amount of decisions and focus and just intensity that goes into an NFL game.
Exactly.
And the moment that you've got this thing won, the first thing you think of is, I'm going to go run my mouth to the fans, is ridiculous, but also shows me that during the game, he's listening to the fans.
Yeah.
Jay,
yeah, no, that's the problem. Andy Reid wasn't doing that when he was coaching there.
And again, trust me, I have heard between college and the pros, I have heard some inhumane things said to myself and all of my teammates. You don't care. That's the reason they're doing it, to get a rise out of you.
It's Philadelphia.
Correct. That might have been, I know there's some crazy things that happened, but seeing him act like that after the game might have been the most shocking thing of the weekend for me.
All right, let's lighten things up a little bit. I got a great one for you. It's another edition of our very popular segment, Awkward Bro Greetings, Luke. And this time, it's another one from Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady.
Did you ever wonder what you'd look like as a broadcaster?
No.
That was it.
In case you're wondering at home if we have any fun up here, that's basically what it looks like when all these good plays are being made.
Oh, that one. The old double fist tap. It's like the Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
It's top cringe. That whole situation is top cringe now.
Kevin Burkhardt's an amazing person and broadcaster.
Yeah.
He's trying so hard to make Tom relax.
For sure. Tom's,
yeah.
I want to be very clear, greatest football player ever, but they need a little work there.
Yeah,
I also find it strange, if I might, that this man's now a minority owner of another team.
That is a bit weird, too.
I can't wrap my head around that.
In case you didn't, they've approved Brady's a minority owner of the Raiders.
Yes, but he's allowed to call games. And
I don't know. It's all very confusing.